Recap! There you go. There's your next script. Sir, what is this? Did you not just hear me, boy? I told you it's your next script. Now do it! What is the show even called? A couple of cuckoos? Cuckoos! I have you know. It's a great show!
Is there any incest?
Not that I know of.
That you know of?
Just get on with it!
Sir, my therapist keeps increasing the bills with the amount of times I've been going recently. I need a definitive answer.
You want an answer? Okay, here's your answer!
Why are you kissing the manga? Okay, now it just sounds like you're eating.
Meet Nagi and Sachi Umino, who don't look... Oh, it's the incest instinct alarm! Oh, wait, it's a false alarm. They're not siblings. Okay. What's the catch? The anime opens with them talking about how Nagi is actually not a child of the household. He was put in the wrong bed when he was born and ended up in the wrong family. Does this happen in real life, though? Because I find it way too dumb to be true.
Yeah, it does! I was switched at birth!
I am so sorry, but that's fracking hilarious.
Shut up! Do you even have a mom?
I used to.
Ha!
Apparently, Nagi's biological family is now aware of his existence, and Sachi here isn't really pumped about the idea of her stepbrother.
No! It wasn't a false alarm!
My boss officially has a problem. Okay, so Sachi's not very happy about her stepbrother moving forward with the decision to meet his biological parents. He goes on his merry way to properly reject his biological parents' offer to live together. However, a small accident, and let me repeat, that a small anime accident where the main character falls and lands on a girl's breasts happens. So, what do you think happens? Do you think A, he gets slapped, B, she proposes, C, he proposes, D, rape? The answer is none. Nothing happens. The girl Erika Amano was pretending to end her life so that she could get more views on social media and is enraged. Back up! She was pretending to die to get views? That's so smart, I should do something like that. She's enraged when Nagi trips all over her boobs. In a matter of seconds, they end up sharing some very personal details about their life, where they learn that Erika has an arranged marriage to deal with, and Nagi is a mixed-up baby. After realizing that Nagi attends a super elite school for smart kids, the anime changes its script, and it's Nisekoi all over again. All of these new rom-coms are Nisekoi. Get some original material for feckin' Pete's sake, huh? Come on, do something original. I'm doing something original. I'm doing recaps for anime. Who else does anime recaps? Come on, this is a feckin' fresh market. So, let me lay down the law. The plan is for Nagi to be Erika's pretend boyfriend and get her parents to call off the marriage. Despite such a golden chance at hand, he decides to not help her. But well, that recording from earlier caught him really getting a good feel of her delicate heart. So yeah, blackmailing it is. He accepts her offer. And man, I've been itching to say this for a good 2 minutes. They do a bunch of fun little things! Collecting some proof for her to convince her parents that she has a boyfriend. They buy a bunch of clothes, which honestly look like something like a side dancer would wear or a high school performance for Daddy's School of Money. But Attica is rich and everything can be afforded here. Despite all the effort, they aren't able to get any couple-worthy click. And after giving a heartfelt speech about the mood and love and how boring Valorant is, no, I'm not kidding, she ends up sending the first goofy photo they'd clicked. They don't buy this little act, by the way. Attica is then approached by a couple of simps who aren't happy to see her near another dude. Very normal compared to the things I've seen this past week. As you'd expect, Nagi manages to fend them off, and someone is very impressed. Later, Nagi's parents, all 4 of them, decide that the mixed-up children should marry each other so that everyone can live with everyone, and Christmas would be merrier. Yeah, you guessed it. Erika's arranged marriage was planned to be with Nagi. And how else would you like the plot served to you today, dear sir and dear madam? Would you like this hot garbage on a fucking metallic plastic sheet of Tupperware? What am I saying? Nagi's heart, however, is set somewhere else, as we see that his goal is to surpass Segawa Hiro, so that he can confess to her on equal footing. Things move a little frackin' quick. Light speed at the Umino household as Erika comes to visit Nagi, a scheme by their parents so that they will grow closer together. His intentions are pretty clear, turning her down respectfully while getting turned on gradually.
He knows this because of how hard he is cleaning the house for her arrival. Things get awkward between them when she arrives, mostly because she isn't accustomed to the poor man's lifestyle. She shows him around the house, and before he can even get the chance to call off the engagement, they teleport to her place. She's so frackin' filthy rich! I feel so bad for Nagi. Man could have been living the life, dude. I mean, technically all of this is his to inherit. Seeing all of this makes his decision against engagement even stronger than before, which, I don't know, my guy. You missed your first chance at this, and life came right back around to pick you back up. Do you know how often that doesn't happen? Too often. Life, wait for me. Before he even gets a chance of having his say, Erika ends up speaking her mind first and tells him that she won't be marrying him. At least some level of logic is maintained here. They go to Nagi's restaurant to talk to his parents. The initial plan was to talk some sense into them, but the oldies dote her so much that she runs away and starts to break down in tears. Where's the drama? Why is this so wholesome? Is the channel finally cured? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's very much not even close. There's a lot to repair. I think we're irreparable, actually. In the end, Nagi convinces her that it didn't matter and that they could go back and enjoy all the family time without holding back. She ends up staying for dinner, and the time is so well spent that he starts to doubt his decision about the engagement. No, you were doing fine, man. You were doing fine. Keep up the good work. Don't go backwards. As if this was already enough to make the man back off a little, Erika's father brings them to a safe house and tells them that they will be living together. Just the two of them for the next 2 weeks. Someone's eager for a grandchild. I don't get it. Why is this dude complaining about staying with her inside this mansion for 2 weeks? You're already hard set on the incest, man. Okay. He takes a break and looks at her for a minute. He tries to talk with all of his parents, but it doesn't really work, so 2 weeks of resistance it is. After inhaling a dose of copium, he realizes that this is actually a great opportunity to prepare for his exam, which is conveniently placed 2 weeks later as well. For real, like he's so happy about studying straight for 2 weeks so that a girl will recognize his existence. Since our two main leads are in a house together and alone, there's no way they would let up on a chance for Nagi to walk in on Erika naked. Wow, I don't understand. She was the one yelling for help. Why get annoyed when the help arrives?
Someone help! I've McFallen.
Don't worry, random stranger.
You get away, did I say you can help me? Take this!
Oh, my McNuggets! Where was I? So my boy got a grand plan of studying and getting laid. But things go south when his smartphone dies, which was the only means of learning the material there. Erika, on the other hand, has a ton of textbooks that she's ready to throw out conveniently. In exchange for the books, she makes him her assistant, helping her with light adjustments for social media. Maybe I was wrong about this being a lucky situation. This is actually kind of realistic. I mean, the number of pictures this girl makes him take. Frick, man, girls really don't hold back there. After a productive day, they end up sharing their individual obsessions and grow a little closer than at the start of the day. School is not very easy for poor Nagi here. Poor, as in literal terms, because that's how everyone sees him there. He is pretty fixated on the idea of ranking number 1 and confessing to Hiro, but this plan faces a small obstacle when he finds a letter from Hiro asking him to meet her on the rooftop. You know what happens on rooftops, you know all too well. I think I hear a harem coming on. Ooh boy! The school really didn't take well to his declaration of surpassing Hiro. We even have cast members from Domestic Girlfriend coming in and berating him. This causes him to think that the letter was not from Hiro after all, and he throws it away. Later, he finds out that he actually ranked number 1 and realizes Hiro was probably trying to confess to him. To the rooftop we go, and what is that pose? Why is this guy Mr. Cool all of a sudden, huh? You know, I was actually Mr. Cool in high school before I became MrRecap. I've gone through a lot of phases. Look, I'm still Mr. Cool, okay? Don't get me wrong here. I'm pretty cool.
More like Mr. Lame.
You sound like Patrick Star.
You sound like a no-clipped fossil fuel.
What? What does that even mean?
It means you're stupid.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Okay. Hiro takes her time and is all flustered and embarrassed, but after amassing enough confidence, she starts talking smack about how he will be the one going down next time. My man won, and it just cost him a frackin' everything. She was so offended by his win that she vowed to do everything better, which includes eating faster than he does for some reason. His little field trip with Erika caused him to catch a fever. Now, he does insist on studying with a burning head, but quickly collapses, only for Erika to catch him in the nick of time, and she nurses him back to health. Oh. Despite all the trouble he causes, Erika is quite impressed by how hard he works, because she really just needs this guy to breathe, and it'll impress her. Just to be clear here, the last exam where Nagi ranked first wasn't an important one. This is why the whole school is losing their minds when the terminal results come out, and this time, he has beaten Hiro when it mattered the most. Now, although he proved himself for the second time, Hiro is still the center of attention in the school, and he's pretty much still a simp for her. Come on, brother, have some guts! The poor fricker. The whole school tries their best to cheer Hiro up, while literally no one cares about his triumph. Not all hope is lost, as we see that she left another letter for him. Yes, it's on the rooftop. And don't expect anything. They're about to bamboozle you. But whoa, hold on. Things might just be going well here. Nagi comes out and tells his reason for his desperation for wanting the first place. It doesn't take long for him to confess to her, then get rejected, since she's still petty about the loss. The criteria are now set to him surpassing her 10 times before he can even get a sniff. Why'd I put it like that? Things become so competitive over these two that they might as well start talking about who farts louder when they're taking a dump. Nice joke, man. Thanks. Yeah, dap me up. Yep. Dap me up. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. In a more serious context, Hiro reveals that she can't date him because she is already engaged to someone. Is this fracking normal in Japan? Getting engaged at 16? How is every main cast member of this anime engaged? I haven't even had a girlfriend yet. The last day of them living together is here, and I have to say, Nagi, you are definitely the long-lost brother of the guy from World's End Harem. He finally returns home, eager to get back to his normal life. Things go south pretty fast when he gets the news from his mother that the house has flooded because of a plumbing issue, and they have moved out for a while. She tells him to not come home until the situation is resolved. If you had any doubts about them not being his real parents, then it should be clear by now. With this, he has no choice but to return back to the mansion. But well, someone is still here, I see. Erika also stayed back in the place since she wanted to try living on her own. Well, so much for that. Sachi, who has been missing her brother for purely sibling reasons, I hope, decides to give both of his siblings a visit. The sisters are pretty nervous about seeing each other, and the awkwardness just oozes out as soon as they meet. In an attempt to loosen up the tension, Nagi proposes an idea to cook together, though I think bathing together would be better. Tell him Natsuo. Yep, I agree. Yep, dap me up. Dap me up. That's it. The cooking was just a small step, and as soon as Erika talks about clothes, they turn into full-fledged siblings in a matter of seconds. Get them a makeup palette next and watch them spend an eternity in a room. The thought of Hiro being engaged weighs him down so much that even a nerd like him feels like skipping school. No judgments here, though I would skip school for the tiniest of reasons. However, in school, Hiro is rather friendly to him, giving him some incorrect ideas about love. At least he's not getting these women in a flash, though he will. Don't you worry. While studying together, they find a common interest in shrine stamps. I have literally no idea what those are, but they sure look cute. He finally had one chance to get his move on with this little stamp thing, but they end up competing over that as well. Yeah, focus on that, you little fricker. The study session is so great, in fact, that they agree on doing it every morning. With this in mind, Nagi is particularly happy about going to school and having a great day. So how would you ruin it? That's right! It's anime trope number 169, Anti-Simp Academy 169, the transfer student. No need to wonder about who it is. It wouldn't make sense for it to be anyone other than Erika. Erika apparently got expelled from her school when she accidentally shared a photo of herself and Nagi online. So you can get engaged at 16, but can't have a relationship? That sounds about right to me. Yep, dap me up.
Dap me up! Don't punch me!
Oh! Since Etika is a local celebrity around the town, her new classmates are head over heels for her. But everyone fails at small talk, mostly because the transfer student is equivalent to an alien. The first one to talk to her is Hiro, and things are already building up to be a total mess in the near future. Before anything about his secrets with the two girls are exposed, Nagi tries to talk to Etika, but she's too busy being a celebrity. He follows them all the way to the ladies' locker room, and oh my, do they got some exposure? Oh, don't dap me up for that one. My jaw still hurts. After spending the entire day trying to talk to her, which he could have done at home too, but gotta use those TV minutes, I guess, he finally finds his chance, but decides not to get in the way of their friendship. By the way, the reason Hiro was so nice to her is because she is a fan of Etika too. Can't blame her there. One thing leads to another, and Etika will now join the both of them in their morning studies as well. I can smell a harem, love triangle, threesome. I smell it. I smell something. I got a tingle. Going on. Now that the situation is escalated this much, Nagi finds it okay to tell Etika about his little rejection and his motive behind studying as hard as he does. Etika then takes it upon herself to make sure she sees him through this confession, mostly because she feels pity for the lack of game that he has. Should've kept the Fortnite, buddy. Since Nagi and Etika know each other and seem closer than they should look, Hiro starts to develop suspicions that they knew each other prior to her transfer. Her idea of helping him in his love was dressing up as a Cupid and hoping everything was frickin' straight after that. Good plan! It was supposed to be Etika helping the two of them grow closer, but they end up quarreling so much that Hiro starts to think they would look like a pretty good couple. All this led for him to think is that the two girls would make a good pair of scissors! Hiro is jealous after this and wants to be closer to Etika as well. She proposes to visit her place after school, and the plan is for Etika to take her to the main house and not the safe house the two of them have been living in. Nagi takes advantage of the situation and starts to enjoy all the alone time by stripping naked and relaxing as much as he can. Of course, there was some problem with Etika's main house, and they end up coming to the mansion anyways. Despite all the signs of another person living in the house, Hiro just frackin' isn't smart enough to realize it and keeps buying all the stupid lies Etika is selling her. There are a bunch of close calls, but he manages to get into his room and lock it in the frackin' nick of time. Things get even harder for him when he sees the stalkers from earlier lurking around the house, but his main character energy is more than enough to drive them away. Seriously though, animes, they don't got a shortage of creeps, no matter what genre we cover. Wait, what other genres do we cover aside from incest and cringe? In the end, she doesn't find out about him and leaves without causing any drama to take place. In response to the fun time they shared in Erika's house, Hiro ends up inviting the two of them to her house, which is basically just a shrine. Also, she's a shrine maiden! Ooh! Wow, great, how cultured. My buttocks hurts. Now that all three of them are here in high spirits, what sort of fun little things are they about to do? Oh, well, let me tell you. They study! That's it! Pack up your things! Alright, yep. Oh, don't forget to dap me up. Yeah. Hiro's mother is very wary of Nagi since she is engaged, and well, he's a guy, and this is a shrine, and all that holy moly thoughts that these old folks believe in. Being there makes him realize why he can't be with her, since she is set to inherit the shrine, and a shrine maiden must quit her position if she decides to marry sometime in the future. And with that, we are going to call it a day today. Hallelujah! If y'all enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button and the subscribe button, because once we hit 50k likes, subs, why not? Why just both at this point? We're gonna release the big one. What's the big one? Oh, you're just gonna have to wait and see. See you guys later. Peace. Thank you.